What's up, bro? Today we have a long on dog with hat, and I haven't traded this pair a very long time. But yeah, let's just get over it. Because what did you do here? You made a good low, and let's build some context first, which I always do. Like you made a good low here, okay? Grabbing this liquidity from this point. So this low already took major liquidity. What does that mean? Is that this low doesn't necessarily need to be taken now for you to have a relief rally up, okay? That's very important to know. Let's go. What do you have here? You have your move up, your first move down before you grind it up, leaving a lot of liquidity behind, which you all take on this move down, this very quick move down. And this is gonna be obviously your important liquidity point. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna draw it like this, and you're gonna say, hey, this is liquidity which is grabbed. So that's the exact same thing I did right there. Like it's the exact same thing. This step grabbed liquidity already from lower, and then you make your first higher low, and then that's your liquidity point. That's exactly what is happening here as well. So that's the context. You have a big supply zone right here, which is even too big to even draw. Like this is your whole supply zone, and you have some levels I got above here. Those are just for me. Don't worry about it. Okay, what happens when they go on the lower time frame? You see here, structure. You don't see candles going up. You don't in here there's no structure. Okay, where does the structure begin? If you look at this, the structure begins from low to high right here, because what is structure saying? Structure is literally saying it goes from there to here. Why to here? Because you don't have two candles going up. So you go right here, and you made a lower low. Okay, that is structure. So this is your range, not this. This is not the beginning of your range point. You can use it, yes. I sometimes do it, but for this trade, it's just cleaner for me to look at it like this, because this is just price fucking around, not really that good to use as your new range, because your first move up after an aggressive move down, your first move up is often your PS, aka this is your PS in Wyckoff terms. Okay, let's go. So what happened here? Let's go back in time and trade like a real trade. Okay, delete this shit and we go in over it. What do we have here? We have a range from low to high, of course, as I already said. And what do you see here? Which I always say, highs stacking up on each other. These are all highs building up, leaving a liquidity trail. Okay, this high also didn't take this high. It did take this high, which is less good, but that's why I use just this liquidity trail. And let's fucking go. Okay, this is gonna be your step 1, step 2. Maybe we're gonna distribute right here. Why? Because price was forming a range right here to maybe go lower. But let's see if we indeed form a distribution, and we didn't. So this isn't the best high ever. Like these are not 3 taps. We didn't form a Wyckoff right here, which price would have gone like this and then go lower, because then this supply is going to be massive supply. And especially when price is backed by the volume profile, if this is the POC, then this is going to be a point we could reject from, but that was not the case. We didn't have that strong of a supply. Let's go back in time a bit, because price went a little bit fast. And when I go on the lower time frame, you see this deviation. And when you see this deviation, I also shared it in the Gulag. So I shared it already in the Telegram. This is gonna be not even that good of a structure supply, because you're not leaving the inefficiency. So the supply right here wasn't that good looking, okay? It wasn't that good looking. You only have this, like this is pretty good looking supply. But let's just focus on here, because we already have to return the zone on the upper section of the range I was talking about. Like that is enough. So we have our first deviation here. What do you see? A very aggressive move down, which you immediately need to think like this is gonna be manipulation. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin as well. And when we look at Bitcoin right here, you were seeing this model. Like it was very similar. You have fucked up price action right there. Here's your range starting, range low, range high, and you have your first deviation, aka your step 1, aka your step 2, and you have your step 3 right there. Like on WIF, we only had a tab 1 and a tab 2. So what do we need? Price to go higher, form a tab 3. So on Bitcoin, we see that price formed this model 1 and it confirmed at 626. So this was your break of structure at Bitcoin, and then confirmed at 626 because price went lower, broke aggressive structure. Here could have been your entry on Bitcoin, but I was already long on Bitcoin from lower as well, so I wanted to trade another pair. And this was your model 1 at Bitcoin, 626, very important. Okay, let's go back to WIF, because what happened on WIF, we trade confluences. And what happened on WIF is when I play it, you can see we were forming a model 1 very, very fast after this point. Like you had your tab 1 right here, you had your tab 2 right here, and your tab 3 was right here. What I normally traded, if you watch my videos often, you would know I wouldn't normally trade this, okay? I wouldn't normally trade this. But when we're looking at USDT, and this was USDT at that time, I was waiting for USDT to grab the range high. And what did we do? We took out the range high. And why did I want it? Because highs were stacking up on each other, as I always say. This is a liquidity trail. So I wanted to take out the range high, had an aggressive move back inside the range. Very important. You don't want big closes outside of the range, and it goes back inside the range break structure. So what do I do? If Bitcoin forms a confirmed model 1 at 626, and I have a WIF right here, which is forming a good low, which I normally maybe wouldn't trade, but right here with the pre-planning and with Bitcoin already being in a model 1, you might trade this. So what is happening here? You are breaking structure. And is this valid 1 minute structure? No, it is not, because you were going like this, boom, this was the low. You went higher because you had 2 candles going up right there, but you have 1 candle going down, which normally is technically not valid structure, but on the 30-second it fucking was, so I don't care. Like, it still looks clean. The move down was big enough for me to see this as a structure break. So this was your structure break, and that was at 6:15. But at 6:15, Bitcoin was not confirmed yet. At 6:15, Bitcoin was right here. It was wicking the breakup structure, so it wasn't confirmed. It was only confirmed at 6:25. So what did I do? I waited till Bitcoin was confirmed. And if I played price was going lower, actually forming a very good low, because you had your 1, you had your 2, and you had your sort of 2-tap model right here with an LPS. So you had that retest. When did Bitcoin confirm? At 6:25. When the fuck did I enter? At 6:26. So this was my entry. Stop goes below the market maker low, so the third tap. Like, you preferably want to have it below market maker levels. Could you have placed it here? Yes. Am I that degen? No. Do I need it that big of an R? No. So I put it right there, and I target the range high. And of course, take partial profits when you can, when you need to, because when I play it, you can see price indeed didn't really react off any supply I was talking about, because you didn't have that strong of a supply, and price is going higher right now. I've taken some profits already to de-risk the position a bit, and take some profits for a stake. And Bitcoin didn't reach its target yet of the accumulation, so that's a good sign to not take that much profits yet as well. And USDT needs to go down as well still. So yeah guys, this was a very, very interesting video, a very nice video to make. It was fun to make, fun to explain, because it was different than normal. And join the Gulag to be able to come in a circle. There are going to be so much in real life shit, and just so much events we're gonna host. Like, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao ciao.